This video will give you a better understanding of the additional details now available when working with medical and RX plans. This plan group consists of two plan designs that have been created with plans that were accessed using our quote engine. To get at the information, we're going to go ahead and click first on the medical plan link. And when we go to edit, you'll get a chance to see the new plan modals and the additional details that have now been incorporated in. Notice plan type. That's an additional field that's been added where we can now capture the type of plan, whether it's an HMO, PPO, or other type of plan. And you'll notice that under in-network, we have an indicator showing that this is an embedded deductible. So that's another new detail that we're capturing with medical plans. So under the in-network deductible, coinsurance, and max out-of-pocket, you can see the additional covered services that have been added. And some of the highlights are the inclusion now of telemedicine. That's really a checkbox to include whether telemedicine is covered. Then you'll also see that in addition to inpatient hospital, we now capture inpatient physician as well as outpatient. We're able to capture that outpatient hospital and also capture that separate charge for outpatient physician. We've also included diagnostic test, lab test, and imaging. So these are all fields that coordinate with plans that are pulling from the quote engine, so that when importing plans from the quote engine, all of this information will be automatically populated. If we go ahead and look at out-of-network, we can see we get that separate out-of-network schedule of benefits. And for all of those covered services, we can now see how they are covered when using out-of-network providers. Now, in terms of the RX, if we go ahead and click on the RX plan and go to edit, you'll notice that we now have incorporated in addition to single RX deductible, we now have a place for family RX deductible. And we've added the new fields of single max out-of-pocket, family max out-of-pocket that are specific to the RX plan. We've also included the mail order multiplier, which shows how mail order payments are determined, mail order copays based on a multiplier of retail, so that when we use the reports, we'll be able to display mail order copays in addition to retail copays. Now, that shows plans that were built by using the quote engine, but on the same hand, if I wanted to come in and add a plan on the fly and go ahead and go to add new plan and put in a carrier, you'll notice now that we're able to surface those additional fields that we just looked at. In order to provide the out-of-network tab, you need to indicate include out-of-network, and that will give us the separate out-of-network tab to capture that information. So you're not required to use the additional benefit details. If you choose to just use the original 6 covered services of primary, specialty, urgent, emergency, inpatient hospital, and outpatient hospital, the original comparison reports and plan design detail report will work exactly how it has in the before the release. Really, the additional benefit details are the ones that will be required to really capitalize on the new reporting capabilities in the benefit comparisons as well as the plan design benefit detail. So that really shows you where you'll be entering in that information. And again, where appropriate, the Epic Sync with ABD will also push those new fields into Epic base policy forms. So that really is an overview of the additional benefit details around medical and RX plans that have been included in this release.